Noura's Crescent Moon by Zainab Khan, illustrated by Nabila Adani. Noura's Crescent Moon by Zainab Khan, illustrated by Nabila Adani. As the sun drifted toward the horizon, Noura's belly rumbled. After 29 days of Ramadan, tonight would be Eid, if the moon appeared. The smell of fried cumin wafted out through the kitchen window. Pakoras sizzled on the fryer for that night's moon-sighting iftar. Noura galloped into the kitchen. Papa was stirring sweet noodles in bubbly milk for the next morning's Eid's breakfast. Yum! Noura swished pink syrup into cold water and milk, her iftar specialty, then poured the mixture into a bottle. This was Noura's first fast, and Mama had finally said she could go to the mountain and look for the new moon. She couldn't wait. Noura capped the bottle. "Let's go! I don't want to be late." "We won't be late," said Papa, tucking the bottles into a picnic basket. "And remember, very few people see the Eid moon. In all the years I went with my parents to find the new moon, I only saw it once, a tiny sliver." "I hope I see it." Noura helped Papa carry the basket to the car. Out of the corner of her eye, something glittered. Was that the moon already? It was Mama, standing in the doorway of their house. A sequin dress fluttered in her hands. The sequins glinted in the late afternoon sun. "Do you like the dress I made for your Eid prayer?" asked Mama. "Oh, Mama, it's beautiful!" Noura zigzagged her fingers over the sparkly sequins. "I hope Eid begins tonight so I can wear it to the Eid parties." Mama smiled. "Ramadan can't be more than 30 days, so Eid has to start tonight or tomorrow night. You'll wear your dress soon." Noura eyed the swirly clouds above. They flittered across the shimmery sun as it slipped closer to the earth. "It's okay if you don't see the new moon," said Mama. "There will be another moon sighting. You know, I've never seen the Eid moon, not once." Noura closed her eyes and whispered, "Clouds, please don't hide the moon. Let Mama, Papa, and me see it." The car horn beeped. "Time to go," Papa called. In the car, Mama added a small basket of henna cones to the seat. Noura squealed with joy. "Will you draw decorations on my hands tonight after iftar?" "Only if it's Khan Rath," said Mama. "We want the designs to be brightest for Eid." Papa, Mama, and Noura drove out of the city and up the winding road. Lavender and dark red clouds streaked the sky. On the top of the high hill in the countryside, they laid out their picnic blanket. "Will we really see the moon from here?" asked Noura. "This is the best spot for the moon sighting," said Papa. The clouds turned gray and velvet blue. Noura wished she could push them away. "Moon, please come out. I'd like to see you on my first fast." The sun dipped below the horizon, turning it to a blazing burnt orange. A melodic call for the twilight prayer sang in the breeze. Noura nibbled on a date. It tasted sweet and moist in her dry mouth. Noura squinted at the skyline. Still no moon in sight. That meant no Eid prayer, no visiting friends, no eating gulab jamuns, no Eid breakfast the following morning. No sequin dress and no henna decorations. Not for another long, long day. Noura's tummy grumbled. Fasting since dawn had been harder than making perfectly round gulab jamun dumplings. Papa chuckled and kissed her on the cheek. "Congratulations on your first fast." Mama gave her some warm potato pakoras. Fasting isn't easy, but you did it. Noura dipped the pakora into a turmeric chutney before taking a crunchy bite. Now I'm so thirsty. Noura poured pink milk, her iftar specialty, into 3 cups. Tasty, said Mama. Delicious, said Papa. No moon sighting this night meant one more iftar together tomorrow, another special family meal for Ramadan. Waiting for Eid isn't such a bad thing, said Noura. A gentle breeze pulled the cotton candy clouds into long wavy ribbons. A few stars flickered and twinkled behind them. Between 2 puffs of clouds, Noura spotted a faint silvery smile. The tiniest of tiny smiles. Noura beamed and pointed. Look, it's the moon! Beautiful, cried Mama. Happy Eid! Ul Fitr, said Papa. Eid Mubarak! Mama handed Noura a gold box and kissed her on the cheek. To celebrate your first fast. And I saw the new moon, Noura cried. Happy Eid! Noura snuggled between Mama and Papa on their blanket and sipped the rest of her rose milk slowly. After all, this was the last iftar, the end of Ramadan. The moon winked at Noura one last time before disappearing behind rolling inky clouds. The time to celebrate Eid had finally begun. Eid Mubarak. Ramadan. In the Islamic month of Ramadan, Muslims fast from dawn to sunset as required by God. In this way, Muslims show their love and obedience for the Creator. Fasting is not required of children, the elderly, or those who are ill. Ramadan is the month when the Holy Quran was first revealed to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, through the angel Gabriel. Muhammad was the last prophet for Muslims, and the Quran was the last book sent by God to those following the Abrahamic faith. The Islamic year is based on the lunar calendar. All of the Islamic months, including Ramadan, begin and end with the new crescent moon. This means the month can have 29 or 30 days. The lunar calendar is 11 to 12 days shorter than the solar calendar, so Ramadan comes 11 to 12 days earlier every year. For that reason, Ramadan can fall in any season, and Eid ul-Fitr can be on any day. Eid ul-Fitr. On the 29th night of Ramadan, Muslims all over the world go to the darkest places and the highest hills in hopes of sighting the new moon. If the moon is sighted, Muslims celebrate Eid ul-Fitr, or the festival of breaking the fast. Eid ul-Fitr is the first day of the lunar new month, Sahal. On that day, everyone goes to a special Eid prayer. After that, people celebrate for 3 days by wearing new outfits, visiting family, and eating yummy food. Eid is extra special for children. They may get presents or gifts of money from their parents, loved ones, and friends. Eid parties are planned for children. In some parts of the United States, local mosques will even organize free carnivals and fairs. Suhoor. Suhoor is the pre-dawn meal. Having something to eat before dawn makes the fast easier. Then Muslims fast until sunset. They cannot eat, drink, or otherwise take nourishment during the day. At twilight, they will eat iftar. Iftar. Every day during the month of Ramadan, once the sun sets, Muslims eat a special meal called iftar. They will break their fast by eating a date. That is how Prophet Muhammad would break his fast. Shahand Rahath. Shahand Rahath means moon night. Once the new moon has been sighted, women and girls get together and decorate their hands with henna. Sometimes they will even use henna on their feet. Henna is a natural dye that comes from the henna plant. The longer it is left on the skin, the darker the color will be. Girls can choose to have henna designs that are orange, red, or even dark brown or black. The choice is theirs. Henna is applied the day before Eid. The dye is brightest and sharpest on the first few days. After that, the color starts to fade. Pakora. This popular dumpling is made with chickpea flour and often eaten at iftar. One way to make pakoras is to mix cayenne pepper, cumin, baking powder, and salt into chickpea flour. Water is then slowly added to the dry mixture until it looks like a pancake batter. People dip potatoes and other vegetables in this chickpea batter before frying them. The finished dumpling is puffy and golden in color. For added flavor, pakoras can be dipped in ketchup, hot sauce, or different chutneys, such as tamarind chutney or yogurt cilantro chutney. Gulab jamun. South Asians love eating this round dumpling. It is made of sweet fried dough dipped in rose water to give it a soft texture. Sheer khumra. Before going for Eid al-Fitr prayer, Muslims eat something sweet. Some South Asians make sheer khumir, a milk vermicelli dessert. Some eat dates or donuts. Prophet Muhammad would eat something sweet before the Eid prayer. The Islamic calendar and the new moon. The Islamic calendar has 12 lunar months. A lunar month consists of 4 major moon phases. The new Islamic month starts with a new moon. This moon is only visible for about 20 minutes after the sun sets. It's a teeny tiny crescent in the sky. Very few people actually see this moon, since it is very difficult to see at twilight. As the month progresses, the moon waxes. The crescent grows bigger and brighter until we see a beautiful full moon. Then the moon grows thinner until it is a tiny crescent again. By the end of the month, the moon is not visible in the sky. But in a day or so, a new crescent moon will shine once again. A new Islamic month will begin.